So, hello Maplers, welcome to a review video. I'm here together with Dan,
Hello.
and yeah, together we're gonna discuss a bit how the status of the game is, and yeah, what we like so far and what we like to see improved. So,
Yeah,
let's begin.
indeed.
So, for the beta, we were limited compared to the KMS2 game. So, our max level was level 50. Well, you have a max level in KMS2 of 99, I believe.
Yeah, 99 indeed. And it's quite hard to get 99 already. So it's been out for what, 3 years?
Yeah, two, three
And
years, and I don't
yeah,
think anyone got it yet in KMS
nope,
or CMS.
not from what I heard. Last I heard something, it was 94, 95. So,
So, talking about levels, how did you feel like? How was it to level to level 50?
well, as I played Knight, it was quite slow. I felt like, oh my god, I'm level 30, and then my other friends already reached level 50 and was like, okay, I'm not gonna keep up this. I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna switch characters and try something else. But I hang in there and it got better, but quite slow as a Knight in the beginning. But I feel like it was fine anyway.
Yeah, I noticed for myself, I thought it was pretty slow as well. For this beta, we can level a bit faster with AFK fishing and AFK music stuff, so that's extra XP now during the beta. Otherwise, that will be
Yeah,
lower XP. But other than that, there's actually only one way of leveling up, and it's doing the quests.
yeah, the quest line, and I quite like the quest line to be honest. Like it was in my opinion, a very well balanced between like the normal quests where you need to hunt down something, where you need to kill something, where you enter a dungeon. Like it was a nice balance between all those elements to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm afraid the first year, leveling it up, all fine. And then you're gonna level your other shards, because you have 8 classes now, and in the future 11 or even more. So you have to do the same
Yeah.
quest line over and over and over. I'm not looking forward to this
No,
repetitive part of leveling my other shards.
I can agree with you on that. I can agree
I'm
with you
fine
on
with
that.
doing
So
quest for one shard, but not for 10 shards. I want more
yeah, like
alternative leveling personally.
it's going to be quite repetitive, I think, after level cap gets increased after the official release. So we will see how you actually level after level 50. Like I think there's going to be quests, like it's going to be repetitive until level 50, and then it will be even more repetitive because we need to do bosses and raids and stuff. So I don't think we're going to get away from the repetitive side of the game, but
Yeah,
I hope that we can maybe try out other things like I did this pure questing my night, and then I tried a Berserker where I only went to do the mini bosses, thanks to you, John, where I actually tried those and leveled up those, but that's slow as well. But there
yeah,
are ways.
just killing mobs and doing mini bosses, it doesn't give really good XP. Actually, doing raids and dungeons are pretty good for XP, but you are required to do them anyway for your quest. But especially, although the raid you're not. So I think the best way to level
Yeah,
might be doing dungeons and raids after. But yeah, for
yeah,
this
I think so
beta,
too.
we only had one raid available you could do with 10 persons. So I hope with an initial release there will be more available raids. I don't know how many KMS2 has now on raids. How many?
I think,
I
well, I
think like
know there
4.
are the Balrog. You have a Balrog one. You have the, well, I want to put in Maplestory one terms. You have a Magnus one. Um Veracant, his name is in MS2. You have the Fire Lizard, I can't remember what's it called, the one we have now in closed beta as well, and then you have one more that I know of, but there might be more,
Yeah, I know of
but
4
I
as
don't know.
well. So maybe they add
Yeah,
more later. Of course, that's possible. So for raids,
let's hope.
you pretty much get rewards the first 10 times you do it on a day, and after that you can practice, but you don't get the rewards really.
Yeah, indeed. And I think
that
if
system is fine, and 10 times will take you
yeah,
quite some time.
but it's not 10 times a day. It's
A
I
week?
think it's no, it's 10 times a day, but you can only do it the maximum of 30 times to get rewards. So 3 days a week.
Okay, for rewards, yeah.
Yeah, so
You
I
can
think
try it more
that's
often,
how
but
KMS have it. I don't know how we will do it here in the East West. We'll see.
yeah, but is that for one raid or all raids together?
All raids together.
Okay, yeah. So if you have like 4 raids, you should try to do each raid like 7 times, 8 times.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
I think to get the best loot and stuff. Yeah, speaking of loot, then we come a bit to the economy of this game. What is
Yeah.
your impression so far of the economy?
I think, like, mesa-wise and from just killing mobs, I think they should buff it a bit because it takes quite a long time to farm the mesa. Sure, you have from the prestige part of the game, like the prestige function, you get 500k mesa after reaching certain levels. You get more, but they should get more from killing mobs, in my opinion, just to boost the economy and be able to buy stuff because people pushed in stuff for over 1 million or more.
Yeah, I noticed
Quite
when I
fast.
was just leveling to like level 50, that's the level when you can start doing dungeons and raids. I got like 1 mil, that's it. And before you're able to join a raid, you need a certain gear score. I can show it on the screen, which was at
Yeah,
least
you need
1710 for the raid. And if you're below that, you need to
was
buy a weapon which boosts your gear score a lot, but that's like all your money gone. And then you start doing your raids, and so you can start earning some.
yeah.
Because
I think the minimum requirement for gear score was like 1410, because that was what everyone said to me. How much is your gear score? Oh, you're too low. You need 1410 at least to get invited. So okay, so how do I do that? So yeah, it's a struggle getting to 1410, at least for
yeah,
me. But then
so I
now we
think
have people that have
to
over
get your
3k.
first share a little bit geared up to even join raids, I think you need a little bit more money getting from the game. Because later on, if you want to do a bit well in the raids, you need at least epic gear, everything, and enhance it. And yeah, boost your gear a lot. Because
Yeah, I agree on that. Like, and it's
like
not the easiest thing to get like epic gear anyway. Like, it's quite hard.
epic gear is our 1 mil a piece. So if we go to our gear, we have like 11 gear items because there are like 2 overalls because you can have technically a top and a bottom.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I don't like having to. You have overall, and some jobs maybe have top and bottom. That there's a split between it because extra gear is mostly extra stats. So I think that's a bad split up.
Yeah, and I also heard, I don't know if you will get it, but I heard someone talking that the outfits, like the cash
Yeah.
items, can also have stats and boost your gear score up as well.
So and that is NX based or what?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure since we don't have we don't have a cash shop, we don't have the merit shop either, so we don't know yet.
Yeah, I think that would be a terrible design if they do that. Outfits should be purely cosmetics and don't give any stats.
Yeah.
And talking about merits are the way of, yeah, it's pretty much your NX. So you can get merits by spending real life money and turn that into merits. And like if you go auto fishing, you pay like 150 merits for 3 hours of auto fishing. And
Yeah,
I'm really curious how they're going to implement a way of getting merits in the game. Like if you can only get it by spending money, or if there's a proper way getting in game for merits.
If we look at how KMS2 has it, we should be able to get those.
Yeah, but if I look at MS1, the way to get maple points there is at a really bad rate. So if it's similar, it would be a bad thing.
No, it's oh no, I saw people from KMS streaming before we got the closed beta, and they got 310 merits pretty easily.
Per day, or?
No, like, I think I don't remember what she sold or what she did to get those, but she got those fairly easy, and that was from one item pretty much.
Wow.
So you can get 310, and I think 250 merits is NX items, so it's a fairly well balanced in KMS anyway. But
it doesn't
KMS,
mean that we get the same balance here as they have there.
No, we can hope we get a better balance, but we will see. But in KMS they have 2 merits. We need to remember that. Then we will also have 2 merits system. So we will have the blue merits that we have now, and then we will probably get the red merits as well.
And
the red merits are the ones we can't get in game.
So red merits is what you get with an X. And
the
blue merits is what you can get in game as.
Yeah, from Meso or from selling stuff.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, which is pretty much Meso. Yeah, because you're gonna need merits for your outfits. Maybe some are limited to red merits then. You need it for your house. So this is my current house in the game. And you need it for...
the blue merits are...
If you do a raid, it costs you 50 merits for each revive. Especially early on when you don't have the stats, you will die a lot. So you might need to spend 500 merits for a raid, which is like 10 extra lives.
That's a lot.
Because standard you only have 3 lives.
Yeah, we can hope that they will have a lot of events which give the merits away.
Yeah.
As well.
But that's wait and see, I guess. But
yeah, it will be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to die in raids. The game combat is pretty simple, but if you don't have the gear, you die easy. If you have good defense, you can survive it and then heal back up or use potions.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree on that. It should actually be, but it's a learning process though. It's a learning process. Like the first run I did, I had my epic gear because I got it from my friends who did raids already, and I died 10 times. And then the second run I did, I noticed the pattern of the boss and I died 3 times in total. So
yeah, I died a lot of times, but what did I go in with? With not even epic gear. I think I had 2 or 3 items epic, and the rest was just what I found through leveling.
Yeah.
And since I was leveling, I got like gear at level 145. I think some of the gear is still level 45. Some gear I replaced at level 50 dungeons and raids now. And I'm only at the gear score of 2400.
But speaking of gear anyway, how did you feel about the gear progression?
Well, leveling wise it was fine because every few levels you get new gear. But once you get into raids, I think my gear was way underleveled because I died like 20 times the first time. And the second time I died maybe still 15 times because I just didn't have the gear to survive attack instead of being able to avoid skills. Because learning patterns is pretty easy, but if you don't have the gear, don't bother because you die anyway, pretty much.
Yeah, it can be quite a struggle. It can really be quite a struggle. Yeah.
So yeah, to get epic gear, like we had to pay now 1 mil a piece. So let's say you have 12 items, so you need at least 12 mil to have your basic gear. For a beginner to get that, I think that will take quite some time. And that's
Yeah.
without upgrading it. So I think you're already progressing like a month or something. If you don't have.
Well, okay, probably something like that indeed. But it depends really how they put the enhancements and everything on when the
Yeah.
official
Because
release
if you
comes.
do dungeons
Like,
and raids the first time you do it, you get like a good chunk of mesos, like 100k. But the second time, you get 4k. So the reward in meso wise is already gone. The only thing you still get is gear, like the first 10 runs a day or 30 a week.
yeah,
And that you can sell in the market, but the meso getting into the market is very limited in the beginning.
that's true. That's true. Because no one will be, well, we don't know how they plan this. Like, if they're doing exactly how Camus does it, and then we might see mesos in the merit shop. But we will see. We don't know anything about it. So
No,
some people will have it easier, some people will have it harder, some people just don't care, I guess. We'll see.
yeah, I think at the moment for casuals, it's pretty hard to get the basics. For someone who plays it a lot, it won't be any issue. And if you spend money, it won't be an issue at all. That's pretty much the three things I see into it. Yeah, let's talk a bit about housing. I think, yeah, I really missed the system with having guild buildings and housing in MS1. I'm glad it's in MS2. So this is the house I built so far. So I built here a bed, chair and table. You can't really sit normally on this chair here. Best thing is sitting like this, but if I zoom in, you see my feet is through the chair. It looks a bit weird.
Yeah, indeed. And
So yeah, I
as you're
have here my
discussing the
subwoofer
housing,
or radio. I have here some chicken, pork, a snail. And for your life skills, you can farm them.
Indeed.
So that's pretty nice.
Agreed.
And then I have a little bathroom here. Another chair. But however, there is this sofa we've been sitting on pretty much the whole video. Those you can just click on and you sit properly. I would like that system for sitting on all chairs, not just for the sofa.
yeah, would be nice. Would be nice
I
indeed.
think that looks a bit better than trying to half sit on an item which doesn't really fit or your feet sticking out or
Yeah, it's quite like, I feel like you can't sit properly on the chairs. How you even try? You saw me earlier before we started recording. I couldn't sit properly, and if I sat correctly, I couldn't see myself because I was facing the wrong way. So speaking of the wrong way, we can go into discussing camera,
yeah.
the camera angles and everything. Because
I think we can walk to the lake in the maps next to here and then we can give a bit better look. So let's leave my house.
yeah,
And you immediately see the outside of my house as well.
yeah, let's see.
So for the outside of my house, I just went with a pretty Dutch theme. So I put some tulips in my garden. And for the rest, I have a mushroom house with some mushrooms in the garden. So yeah, for the camera, as you can notice, it's a fixed camera. It doesn't change spot at all. So what do you think so far about it?
The camera, well, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna do well for me. But since you can easily like change the sensitivity of it, so you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can zoom it a bit or a lot, depending on what these settings are. I don't mind it actually as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, it's true. You have to get really get used to it a bit. So you have to get knowledge with it. But I'm still not a big fan of it at all. I was expecting Maple 2 that would be 3D, so you have full control of the area around you. And yeah, that is just not really true, because you're a bit stuck with your camera. And for just moving around, it's not an issue. But I noticed when I was doing the raid, you have like little holes in platforms. If there is something blocking your view,
safety.
you don't see it at all. So
that's true.
Either they should make all things very flat at the bottom with just some little hills where you can climb on, like here, or they should make it a camera which you can move around. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. So yeah, I personally want more freedom about the camera, because maps are pretty small, most of them. So you move around a lot between maps, loading screens and stuff. And yeah, for normal mobs, there's nothing special to it. For dungeons, I think you have more control in a fight if you can pretty much use your whole camera field. So yeah, personally I'm not a big fan of it, how it's now. But you get used to it how it is, kinda.
Yeah, I got used to it very fast after the first, let's say, 20 minutes of gameplay. But yeah, the camera has some. It can become better, and let's hope they keep working on it.
Yeah,
and give us
one
more
more
of
thing
a free
about
camera.
the camera. You have like a few zoom spots, like this is the forest. Then you can zoom in really close, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So your zoom options are like, there are 3 options, which is very minimal. And if I go to my options, this is with max zoom distance enabled, because standard it will be put on 50%. Yeah, so one tip, put it on 100% right away. And same thing will go for your interface size, put that as low as possible, otherwise your game will be really clustered. And that are 2 tips I want to give in this video right away as well. So I think we can discuss a bit about guilds. So of course this is an MMO and we have guilds. So if I open it, a few things you notice, you have a few tabs here. It's compared to Maplestory 1, I think a bit more optimized what you can do with the guild. However, there are certain limits still to it, which I think can be improved. So for guild leveling, you can do some guild missions and be online and do guild quests, guild raids. To get guild funds, pretty much the same thing you can do, or donate to your guild. So there is of course a guild ranking as well. For your guild emblem, which I really like, is you can just load a picture from your hard drive. And yeah, since I'm in my guild Onyx, we have an Onyx Dragon now as emblem. But maybe we change it to Onyx Apple or something else. But it's really easy to change, and you can do it immediately at level 1. So that's, I think, a great feature. For the rest, yeah, you can have an overlist of your members who is online. You have guild buffs which last for a week, although they cost a lot to use. 20 million. It's not super easy to get them. No.
Now, as we noticed, like we get the guild currency because it's not meso and it's not something like you can compile. Like you get 10,000 for checking into the guild, and I'm gonna check how much you get for donating as well.
It might be based on the amount you donate.
Yeah, like you can donate a total of 100k, and that's fine.
And how much is
and
that? How many?
and that raised pretty much 100k in guild. So I guess
Okay.
donating 100k is 100k
So
guild.
it's a 1-to-1 meso guild points ratio.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's pretty good actually. But yeah, I don't know. Can you donate more often right away?
You can. Nope, you can only donate once a day, it seems.
Okay, so you can get 100k points with donating 100k once a day. That's quite limited still if you get 100k a day. Let's say you only donate mesos to the guild, then it still takes 200
let's
days?
say. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Something like that. Yeah.
Just for a buff for 7 days.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, of course you get more with other stuff, but pure looking at that, I don't think this is balanced yet.
I don't think so. But then again, we're only in beta.
Yeah, so maybe they change it. Then we have also personal buffs. They cost 100k mesos to use. Personally, and then there's also an amount to level them up, which I think you can do by leveling your guild and stuff like that.
Yeah, it costs 20 million guild thingy.
Guild points.
Yeah, or to level it up to.
Yeah, but if
2.
you can, everyone donate to it, or if, then that's fine. If one person has to contribute that 20 mil, like the guild leader, then that's a hard thing to do. If everyone can contribute to it, I think that's fine. I don't mind having a bit of a steep climb to level things up. I do mind that it costs 100k every time to use it. Well, mesos is still a rare thing in the beginning. But maybe later on it's pretty easy to get. I don't know. It seems pretty limited for 1 hour buff to pay that much mesos.
Yeah, but wait, let's see. What buffs do we have really?
Accuracy, health, movement, critical boost, and resistance.
I see, yeah. But if we go into... No, it's not here.
So for instance, if you want to use all of them, it will cost you 500,000 mesos right away to get all the buffs.
True.
So then we have the arcade feature. I think these are just some mini games you can do with the guild. You sometimes also get the mini games for everyone on the server every certain half hour or something, or 15 minutes.
Yeah, every 5 past. Every 5 past. So 5 past the hour and 5 past half the hour.
So every half hour. So I think those are fine. Talking about mini games, I think they're pretty RNG so far.
I do like them. I do love the
mini
games. They are fun, effective.
You only have you always do you have 5 different ones, so you always do one of them. There's also a PvP option if you get to level 550 at least. I think PvP is quite fun in it, although it's not balanced at all. Because your HP gets killed, I think 10 times what you have. And if you have healing, like I'm a priest, I do healing, it doesn't scale with it. So everyone gets 10 times the HP, and you heal maybe 400 every time, and you get damage for 2000. So either it's not balanced or stuff like that. Then we have guild houses, which you can upgrade. You can have services as well. Supply merchants, chairwoman. I think those are pretty cool to have. And having
Yeah,
a
I agree.
merchant, I think this will be enough to cover for the first part. We will do another part of the video where we discuss some more stuff. So thank you all for watching now, and thank you, Dan. And then we see you all
No
for the
problem.
next part.
Yeah.